I had a very constructive meeting with Mr. Akıncı, as I had this morning with Mr. Anastasiades. Both meetings were focusing on tomorrow, because tomorrow the two leaders meet in order to discuss the next steps, the way ahead. We are, of course, now in the situation that the conference on Cyprus is on. It means all chapters are open, including security and guarantees, but there are still outstanding issues in the other chapters. As we know, all issues are to be discussed interdependently, and it was an important move to come to the Conference of Cyprus. So one of the discussions that we will have tomorrow is when we will seek to reconvene at political level at the Conference of Cyprus. But as was said in the statement after the initial session of the Conference of Cyprus, in parallel the two sides will continue to discuss all other issues here in Cyprus, and that's what's going on now. So we will look at the relationship between those issues that still have to be settled here and the right time and the right content for the reconvening of the conference, which is, as you know, ongoing, but not in session right now. I think there is a shared understanding that we have to use this momentum. We will not have it forever. It's still open, but we need to use the coming weeks and months very effectively in order to align all these issues that we still have to deal with in the most effective and the most constructive way to the benefit of all Cypriots, but also with the understanding of the guarantor powers who need to move at the end of the day into supporting a mutually agreed solution. It's possible, but there's still a lot of work to do. And I would also like to highlight the fact that last week Elizabeth Behar and I, we were both at the Security Council. We got very strong support from a unanimous Security Council. All 15 were in full agreement and came up with a unanimous resolution, strongly emphasizing that the leaders in Cyprus have come far. They welcome the establishment of the conference, and that no time should be lost in trying to overcome the outstanding hurdles, because the status quo is unattainable and has to change. And that support is very important as we move forward, both on the Cyprus level and on the international level.
Are you going to have any proposals to the leaders about the timing?
We will decide tomorrow, and the leaders are already thinking about timing issues. So if there is a statement of that, it will come tomorrow after the leaders meet.
What's your opinion about this? Because, when we were going to Geneva, it was thought that it's going to be an uninterrupted and, conference and to make a decision point. So it doesn't happen.
But I did not think so. So that must be a misunderstanding. We actually made the point that the conference is open, but it doesn't have an end date. And these are difficult issues, and they are interdependent. So these issues cannot be discussed in complete isolation for the other issues. Security itself, for instance, has both domestic and international dimensions to them, and we still have to work both on the domestic and international dimensions. So, and the conference itself said that in parallel, the leaders will continue to negotiate those issues that pertains to Cyprus only, while the international consultations is going on. So this is exactly what's happening now. It's not open-ended in the sense that we can keep on forever, but it was necessary to establish it, and work is being done. We had in my view, very constructive second session at the senior civil servant level, which was tasked to identify the questions and to come up with a list of instruments by which this question could be solved, and that worked, and that is now a work in progress in the different capitals around. And I will be seeing all the guarantor powers in the coming days and weeks in order to continue that work.
Thank you.
Right. Okay.